Hey guys, before I get into the video, I just want to say that I have started my own Black Clover Reddit, or subreddit rather, that is r Black Bulls, and so I'm going to leave a link in the description below to go subscribe to it. It's brand new, only about 30 members right now, but basically, if you have really cool theories or, questions, you can go into this Reddit and post it, and then I will very likely see it because it's such a small subreddit right now that I'm pretty much going to be able to respond to anything. So if you have any theories or whatever, go and subscribe to this Reddit and then post it, and then I'm probably going to see it, and then I can probably respond to it and give you, my thoughts and stuff like that. And also, guys, I have a Twitter, and I'll leave a link below in the description for that as well. So follow me on Twitter if you've not already. But besides that, let's just get into the video, guys. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Broku no Hero. And today is a video that is pretty important because based on news from last week, people were freaking out and saying that Black Clover is going to get axed, which means that Black Clover, the manga, will be canceled. And well, based on the information that was at first coming out, if you just took that information at face value, didn't look into what the information actually meant, then yeah, Black Clover would likely be getting canceled. But I kind of went in and did as much research as I could, and there really is no reason at this point to think that Black Clover is going to be getting canceled. And part of this was misinformation being spread by My Hero Academia fans. More so the My Hero Academia stans who are obsessed with the series. It's by far their #1 series. They usually hate Black Clover. I'm talking about the ones on the internet, the actual internet stans. They do not like Black Clover, or they just think it's average or whatever, and they will constantly downplay it, and they blatantly spread misinformation and made it look like Black Clover was likely going to be axed, and I will get into that. Won't be calling out certain people. For one, I don't remember who the person was, and two, doesn't really need to be done. But anyways, I'm going to go through and pretty much debunk the notion that Black Clover will be getting axed or be getting canceled anywhere in the near future. So near future is probably within the next 6 months. I mean, it still could. If for the next 6 months the manga is just absolutely terrible, then it could get canceled. So it's still possible that it could get canceled. It's just not very likely at all. And so basically I'm going to go over a bunch of information that has to do with sales and anime and stuff like that. And there's a lot of information where, it's going to show that Black Clover is probably not going to be canceled. So Black Clover came out in February of 2015. So Black Clover has been out for a little bit over 4 years now. And there has been 20 volumes and over 200 chapters. And the anime has ran for 85 episodes currently that are subbed. There's a bit less dubbed, I believe. And so, throughout the years, Black Clover has actually been growing in popularity quite well. Really, really good. It has just surpassed the 8 million total manga sales, which means it's really close to the 10 million mark. Which if you hit that mark, that's a successful manga. Most manga will get canceled. Most manga will maybe sell a few million, but not hit the 10 million mark. So if Black Clover hits that 10 million mark, that'll show, it's done well. And once it hits 20 million and beyond, that'll show that, yeah, this is a quite successful manga. But as for the here and the now, let's go over basically what spurred this controversy of misinformation and fear of the series being canceled. So basically, about a week ago, might have even been 2 weeks ago by now, but Anime News Network translated the Oricon rankings. Oricon, they rank the manga sales for Japan, and they released the top 10 numbers for the first half of 2019. And Black Clover was not on this was not in the the top 10. It was out of the top 10. And so, people were like, oh damn, that sucks. But then My Hero Academia stands on Twitter. This is from what I saw from, my perspective on Twitter. I saw this a lot. They were saying that Black Clover was ranked 43rd, which, Black Clover was overall for last year, 2018, was the 11th highest selling manga. To drop to 43 would be absolutely terrible. In fact, if the Black Clover manga did drop to 43rd for the the first half of 2019, well, then it would probably be getting canceled or axed pretty soon, unless if it really, really quickly turned it around. But here's the thing. This was blatant misinformation. It was either, it's either lying or it's just misinformation because they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. I'm not going to say whichever, but based on the fact that it's a My Hero stan that was shitting on Black Clover, well, they probably were lying. But either way, this was not 43rd for overall manga sales. Black Clover Volume 19, just that volume, was the 43rd highest selling manga in Japan for the first half of the year. Not the Black Clover series, just that volume, which is actually pretty good to get into the top 50. So what actually is, people did some, more research. The number of 18th highest selling was going around for a bit for the first half of 2019, which was not bad, not great though. But in actuality, the real number is that Black Clover was ranked 12th in the first half of 2019, which means that for the overall year of 2018, it was 11th. For the first half of 2019, it was ranked 12th. So it's just a one spot drop, and it's really not that bad at all, and it's actually kind of a good thing. And it makes it an actual possibility that Black Clover, by the end of 2019, will be in the top 10 for the first time ever for an entire year. Now, if you don't know, Black Clover in 2018, for the first half, was 7th, and then finished 11th. So the first half was doing quite well. The second half, it kind of fell off a little. And that will perfectly explain why Black Clover dropped to 12th. And has to do with why it dropped in the second half of last year. So in 2018, Black Clover, when the first half was the 7th highest selling manga, it released 3 volumes in that period. While it dropped to 11th in the second half, it's because in the second half it only released 2 volumes. So basically what Black Clover does, in one half of the year, it will release 3 volumes. In the other half, it will release 2. Now it just so happens that in the first half of 2019, Black Clover only released 2 volumes. But what will happen in the second half of 2019, it'll release 3. So it'll release a total of 5 volumes this year. And that means that the second half, it will do better, because it will sell 3 volumes, not 2. So it actually is quite a decently big possibility that Black Clover could crack the top 10 if it performs similarly in the second half of 2019 to what it did in the first half of 2018. Because, Black Clover was 7th when it released 3 volumes, and then it dropped to 11th when it released only 2 in the second half of 2018. Vice versa, it only released 2 in the first half of 2019, and it's 12th, but it will release 3 in the second half, which means that other manga might only release 2, and Black Clover could creep itself up higher. But it still could be not that great, because Black Clover sold 3.1 million volumes last year, and it only sold 1 million in the first half of this year, which means it'll have to sell 2.1 million in the second half to, surpass it, which it is possible. There's going to be, I believe it's the backlogs, and then it's going to release an additional volume. So hopefully it can, not stagnate, but it can increase its sales. So hopefully it gets at least 3.2 million increase. But I'm going to go over the overall history of the Black Clover sales, how good it's done. And so for 2015, it didn't get ranked. First off, it was brand new. And second off, it came out in February. The rankings start in November, so it missed 3 months. So you only had 9 months, and it was a new series. For 2016, Black Clover was not even in the top 30 for manga sales. And then all of a sudden, in 2017, it's the 14th highest selling manga in Japan. And then 2018, it's the 11th highest selling manga in Japan. So it's been increasing from in 2015 not ranked, to 2016 not even the top 30, to 2017 14th, to 2018 11th. So it's been increasing, and its sales have been increasing each year. One other thing that people are, kind of adding to this is that this arc with, with the devil and the elves, people are saying it feels like the end. This feels like the end game. And, I can kind of see it, but Tabata himself stated that this is the first arc of the 3 major arcs of Black Clover. Also, people are using that the devil is too powerful, and so therefore this is the final villain, this is the end. And, well, just because this villain is strong does not mean the next villain has to be as strong or stronger. He could be weaker, as this arc is using all of the strongest characters in the series to fight him. The next villain, like previous villains, could just be just the Black Bulls, or a small squad of, less experienced younger knights, like Asta and his friends, fighting against the villain. That means this villain, the new one, the next one, does not have to be as strong or stronger than the devil. He could be weaker. Also, it doesn't have to be a singular person. It could be a group of people. It could be an army. It could be like a new villain group like the Eye of the Midnight Sun. It could be an entire kingdom. Black Clover, the Clover Kingdom, has 2 enemy kingdoms. The Spade Kingdom, which is militarily more powerful than the Clover Kingdom, and the Diamond King. And there are several generals left that we don't know their power. They could be incredibly powerful. And also, there's the scientist in the Diamond Kingdom who does experiments, and he could have creations that are stronger than the devil. Also, there are dwarves who create really incredible magic items. We've already been teased in the recent filler episodes of Black Clover that magic items are very valuable and very powerful. It can make a weak person strong. So you could have dwarves like being enslaved by the Diamond Kingdom or the Spade Kingdom, and then making items for them that make them very powerful and stronger than the devil. Like I said, they don't have to be stronger than the devil. Also, to go, piggyback on the Spade Kingdom again, basically one of the few times where we heard of the Spade Kingdom, what did it take? What did that mission take against the Spade Kingdom? It took all the Clover captains and the Wizard King to team up on a mission against them. So that shows that the Spade Kingdom is not to be messed with. It is very powerful. In fact, it might show that the Spade Kingdom is more of a threat than the devil himself. Because this is a threat that took all of the captains and like other magic knights and Julius to stop. If all the knights were here against the devil and Julius, I honestly think if you had all the knights and Julius together, the devil had already been defeated. So the Spade Kingdom might be stronger. So therefore, this arc might feel like it's the end, but based on everything else we know, it's probably not. And also, there are gods. There are multiple gods in Black Clover. There are gods stated, by elves as plural, and also there is a god of fate stated by Vanessa and the Witch Queen. So there are gods that could be bad guys. Gods are probably going to be above the devil. And also, there are 2 spirits we do not know yet. Imagine if a captain level or a wizard king level character from a different kingdom gets the water spirit or gets the earth spirit. That could make them as strong or stronger than the devil too. So, yeah, just because it might feel like the end doesn't mean it is. And another thing is, the Black Clover anime is the 4th most profitable anime on TV Tokyo, which is one of the biggest stations for anime. So, the fact that it's doing that well makes it not likely that, Black Clover is going to be canceled because the anime is doing well. Also, there are 2 spin-off mangas for Black Clover. 2 spin-off mangas. I highly doubt they would be doing 2 spin-off mangas if they didn't believe in Black Clover and it was making money, and they knew it was going to make more money. So you have the Black Clover manga selling well and could potentially be a top 10 selling manga by the end of the year. You have the anime, which is the 4th most profitable anime on TV Tokyo, and then it is successful enough to have 2 spin-off mangas. So Black Clover is not very likely to be canceled or axed. It's possible. It's not very likely. In fact, I'd probably bet money that it will not be canceled within the next year. But let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think Black Clover is going to get axed or canceled? I really don't think so. Maybe if a year from now it's doing really poorly, it will. But if it just keeps going at this rate, it will not get canceled. Let me know your thoughts. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys all enjoy. Plus...
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave. Became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.